Hi, I'm Leslie Palma from Priests for Life with a pro-life news break. Arizona and Missouri have joined the list of states whose voters will decide in November whether or not to invent a right to abortion in their state constitutions. That means voters in 8 states, as of now, hold the lives of the unborn in their hands. If these amendments pass, as many have in other states in the last 2 years, it would become nearly impossible for lawmakers to pass any laws aimed at protecting the unborn, their mothers, or the rights of parents of minor daughters. In 3 of the states, South Dakota, Missouri, and Florida, laws protecting most babies from abortion likely would be repealed if the amendments there pass. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was in Tampa last night to talk about Amendment 4, his state's version of the abortion-friendly amendment. The pro-abortion group supporting the amendment has raised $40 million for their efforts so far. If you care about building a culture of life in this state or this country, them winning in Florida, I think, really represents the end of the pro-life movement, DeSantis said, kind of ominously. In other amendment news, pro-lifers in Arizona won a small victory this week when the state Supreme Court ruled that the term unborn human being can be used in educational materials about the amendment that will be distributed to voters. The state's high court reversed a lower court ruling that found the term unborn human being violated state law requiring impartial language in the publicity pamphlet. The term will not be used in the amendment itself because that wording came from pro-abortion Arizona Secretary of State Adrian Fontes. In a unanimous opinion, the Montana Supreme Court ruled this week that minor girls in the state do not need their parents' permission to have an abortion. The Montana legislature passed a parental consent law in 2013, but it has never been enforced. Montana voters should learn next week if their state will have a pro-abortion amendment on the ballot. Republicans took some flack from pro-lifers for watering down their support for the unborn in the party platform. Democrats, on the other hand, have gone all in for abortion on theirs. Their proposed platform, that'll be voted on at the party's convention opening Monday in Chicago, uses the word abortion 13 times. The concept of reproductive rights is mentioned an additional 14 times. The term LGBTQI+ is mentioned 35 times. Along those same crazy lines, it's being reported that people hoping to get jobs on the campaign of Democrat candidate Kamala Harris have 9 sets of pronouns to choose from on their applications. Applicants can go with the usual he, him, she, her, or the factually incorrect and nonsensical they, them pronouns, but they also can go with gender-neutral options like je, j'aime, sie, here, I am, and her, her, with an I, of course, not an E. There's also who, which indicates a person wants to emphasize their humanity over their gender, and fey, fair, which denotes that a person is fluid between multiple genders, but only the female ones. Yep, that all makes sense. Meanwhile, in the real world, bulletproof glass will surround former President Donald Trump at his campaign rallies from now on. The Secret Service will be implementing other safety measures following the assassination attempt last month in Butler, Pennsylvania, that injured Trump and 2 other men and killed a third. More Secret Service agents will be assigned to Trump's detail, and they might want to consider taller agents. That's what's making news right now. Till next week, please remember, life is the only